Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 36 of the Degenerates podcast. It's a good day to be in the Degenerates podcast. We've got Mike here. We got Tony here. Everybody's here. Well, how are you doing, Mike?
I'm doing pretty good, honestly.
You know what I can't wait for?
Why?
April, spring, I can't wait for it to not be cold. It's real cold here. That's what I was going to say before the podcast, but I decided to wait till now. It's really cold. It was like negative 20 degrees a couple days ago. I don't like it. And it's going to get cold again this week. I don't like it. Just get it warm again.
Yeah, I think we all just need to, relax a little bit. You know, it's just, there's so much on our plate right now. It's just, take a deep breath. Relax. And then we'll
what's the weather been like there?
My brother said it was cold, but then I looked at my phone and it wasn't cold.
How cold was it?
He said it was negative 20, but then I looked at my phone and it said negative 9.
Yeah, in Listowel, it was negative 20 a few days ago. But in the cities, it was like 10 degrees lower than that. But if he came back to Listowel or something, then it would have been it was negative 20 down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I feel like I kind of want to come down to Listowel. I think that'd be helpful. You know, talking about Dad and all that stuff. You know, get it all sorted out.
You're on your reading week, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Does make sense. And I think I also want to talk, I guess, to myself over reading.
Okay, I'll let you talk to yourself for a little bit. I'll stop talking. Just talk to yourself for a little bit.
I didn't realize my professor, was just sorting out my brain, and I watched, a video of these guys, and they were... Oh, wait, okay, I'll show you.
I thought you were talking to yourself.
I was.
But now you're not? Hello?
Oh, sorry, I'm watching the video. So essentially, there's this guy named Dr. K. And he helps viewers with porn addiction.
Yeah.
And so it's because of the porn addiction that their brain's all fucked up. Yeah? And so essentially
because porn... because of neuroplasticity, it's not good for your brain. That's what I've been reading. If you're gonna jerk off, then don't watch porn, is what I've been reading, because it creates pathways. It changes the way that your brain is when you're watching it.
Right, and it's like a super addiction at that point.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's training you to not want sex. It's training you to want to watch other people have sex.
Gross. Ew. Oh my god, that's fucking disgusting. Ugh. Alright. Okay. Wow. Oof. Right.
So if you're gonna jerk off, use your imagination and imagine that you're having sex with someone, and that is better neural pathways to be going down.
Okay.
But don't do it every day.
No.
Because that's bad too. Your testosterone levels go way down.
Right, you gotta like wean yourself off of it, yeah? Yeah, okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So how have you been?
I've been good.
Yeah? What's been on your mind?
Oh, what's on my mind right now is I'm annoyed because I did that thing where I started the podcast without my headphone plugged in. But, I plugged it in and it's okay now. But your voice will echo a little bit at the beginning. But whatever. It's fine now.
Okay.
Just for like the first minute or so.
Alright.
And I talked for the most part for that time anyways. But that's all that's been on my mind. What's on your mind?
Oof.
Oh! I have
Yeah.
I missed the gym this morning
Oh.
because I've been sleeping in, and I was like, I'll just wait, because I've usually go around now for some reason now, even though before I was going at like 6:30, and then I got up at like 7:50, and I was like, I have to do the podcast. I forgot. I should have gotten up earlier to go. So I'm going to have to go after like 2 or 3 or whenever to the gym now.
Okay. Alright.
So what else? What's been going on with you?
A lot of problems, and they're all really fucking bad.
Why?
Because it's just like I can't say what's on my mind, and so if you can just say what's on your mind and like not get stuck, you can like actually improve. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
But then because we're like, super emotional, it's like other people. It's like we feel other people's emotions, and then we can like share these emotions with other people. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And so my professor helped me create a goal. Yeah? And that goal was to help other people using psychoanalysis. And I wanted to, and you know what? Jung based all of his stuff on Ayurveda. And so Ayurveda seems to me to be a very useful medicine and tool for helping people. But what do you think is a helpful tool? Is a tool for helping people?
Well, don't worry about that. Let's just talk more about Ayurveda. That seemed like that was where you were going with that.
Okay. And so essentially, something that Jung said was that people like us don't talk about their experience unless they're a fool. And
people like us don't talk about their experience unless they're a fool?
Well, they don't talk about their problems, like, in the moment. They talk about, each other's problems, and that helps them put the pieces together.
And what is people like us?
It reminds me of, like, a few books called Empaths. I forgot who wrote them. Empaths. And so, essentially, what empaths... I had never read the book, so I think maybe I should read it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all jumbled up, and I need to know, like, what's going on. And so Jordan Peterson's helping me kind of grow up a little bit, but then I need to grow up for myself.
Thanks, Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, thanks, Jordan Peterson. Wow, that's helpful. Yeah. And so I think I want to watch more movies, too, and really get, like, all of it. And really, like, understand, like, what is it about Disney that people like? It's, like, that childhood wonder. And then I think that's why people eat candy before they go to bed.
Candy, sugar, it activates the addiction centers of your brain. Might be why people eat candy before they go to bed. Feels good.
Oh. Huh. But, like, right now it's, like, overwiring my addiction, yeah? Because my professor said, like, just eat candy. And then, my professor basically said, like, you know what helps me? Eating candy. But I think that's just, like... I think it's just the voice of, like, my dad. Who's like, hey, just eat candy. And then you'll feel better. But you gotta grow up.
When I was quitting smoking, it doesn't have to be candy. It's just foods high in carbs. Generally will make the cravings go away.
Oh, you know what I kind of want to do? I kind of want to get a different food that's not candy and then eat that.
Like bread.
Yeah, I got some
bread's high in carbs.
Yeah, like I got some Indian food and
just eat like a whole loaf of bread every day and then you'll quit vaping.
Okay. A whole loaf of bread?
Yeah.
That seems like a little much.
It's cheaper than smoking.
Okay.
No, just eat it whenever you're craving nicotine. Eat like 3 or 4 slices.
Okay.
Put some butter on there. Make sandwiches. Toast them up in the oven and burn them. But then you throw them out. Make some new toast. Just
just change it. Just change up my diet. It's like
go on the bread diet.
Nah. What I think it is, like, Ayurveda has a lot of diet stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of... When I was reading about Ayurveda, that was mostly what it was about, was diet.
Yeah, but then it's also about, like, psychology and, like, these, like, it's like, there's, like... So it's also about, it's about psychology, yeah? And so, it helps other people put the pieces together. And so Dr. K, he helps people with porn addiction, and then he can, like, go and, like, really help other people. And so what I want to do is I want to model his behavior and, like, learn how to do that too.
Yeah. I think that people can change their behaviors.
Yeah.
I don't think the people can change their personalities, but I think people can change their behaviors.
To make their personalities kind of, like, fit. Does that make sense?
Or, just to be better people,
Oh. Right. Yeah. Just, like, show your best self, and then we'll really start to, make some progress. Just like
don't just show your best self, be your best self.
Be your best self.
Otherwise, you're going to be like those people in that animation you showed me with the happy face smile masks on, but really behind the masks they aren't happy at all.
Oh. Okay. Right. And so other people are going to help me, like, get out of this? And so I just need to, like, listen to them and just
other people.
Or, like, I guess I'm gonna help me get out of this.
Yeah, you've got to do it yourself. Other people can inspire you, but nothing's going to happen if you don't put the work in.
Okay.
And you can get ideas from other people and stuff, but then it's just an idea if you don't do anything.
Right. Okay. And so what we gotta do is we gotta, like, speak out. Does that make sense?
Speak out?
Yeah.
About what?
About all of... Because when we speak about our problems, we talk about other problems.
when we speak about our problems, we talk about other problems.
So what we gotta do is we just gotta literally stay true to ourselves. And then we can let our, real self out.
Yeah.
So that's how... Right, okay.
That's something that I have a lot of problems with doing.
Yeah. Okay. And so it's kind of something like, be the inner child, and then you can, like, come out, and then you can, like, grow up, essentially. Because, like, a lot of these guys who get addicted to masturbation, they, like, never grow up. And so
I think they might,
oh, they need help?
It might be a slower process. It'll take a lot longer if they're doing it, like, every day, because there'll be way less testosterone in their system.
Right. Okay. Holy shit, this is really helpful. Jesus Christ.
Everything's helpful. Unless it's not.
Okay. So it's kind of like lose all of your attachment to objects and just focus on, like, intention?
Lose all your attachment to objects? Well, you don't have to do that.
Why not?
Well, if that's what you want to do, then you can do that. But I feel like...
Oh, because objects will, like, help you, like, get over it, yeah?
Well...
Or...
it depends what you mean by objects, I guess.
Object of our desire? Oh.
Because, if you're talking about, like, cell phones and stuff, and, like, internet, in this day and age, it ends up that we kind of do need those things.
Okay.
But if you're talking about, but you just said, like, your desire, that it's probably that's something that you could let go of, whatever the object of your desire is. Or not even, you don't have to get rid of the object, you just have to get rid of the desire.
Okay. And so you basically kind of, like, turn it kind of into something else? Does that make sense? And you turn it into something good, not bad?
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be good.
Right, okay. So, yeah, so it's completely, like, addled, and right now I'm, like, kind of stuck, but you're kind of helping me get out of that. Does that make sense? And it's like, you're kind of, like...
I guess, I don't know, I don't feel like I'm doing anything, I'm just talking. I'm not trying to help anybody.
Okay, so it's like... Right, okay. So it's like, just listen to what other people have to say, and then just their intention alone will help you. Oh. That's really weird. But... It's important to just not let the weirdness get to you. Just don't let the weirdness get to you, and then you just smile and you'll be fine. Smile and put on a happy face.
But it's fun to let the weirdness get to you.
Does the weirdness get to you when you meditate?
The weirdness?
Or the weirdness. Do you meditate to get it?
No.
No? Oh, you sleep to get it. That makes way more sense.
No. I watch weird stuff to get it. That's why I like David Lynch.
Right.
That's why I like that video you just showed me, that animation. I'll put a link to it in the description for anyone who wants to know what animation I keep talking about.
Oh, it's like you gotta be selfish? It's a terrible thing? No, that's wrong. Yeah, that's really wrong. Whoa.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, so it's like, so David Lynch said that, David Lynch said something like, you gotta be selfish, it's a terrible thing. But, like, I don't know, I think that's really wrong, because...
Well, okay, did you just look up his name and then find some random quote? Well, what is the context of that? David Lynch, you've gotta be selfish. You've got to be selfish. It's a terrible thing. David Lynch doesn't smile. Blah blah blah. Works from a studio. Lynch sits in a corner. Would you like a coffee? No, I'm ready. See that thing with the handle it pulls out? Man, that is a violent thing. But you see things. He undoes the packaging and drugs him and drags him. Spider comes out wrapping him. He's watching a spider. It's a 577-page book. I didn't know that he wrote a book. Room to Dream declares itself the outset of a chronicle of events. He's at his most animated when discussing ideas. They're like fish. If you get an idea that's thrilling to you, put your attention on it. It's the idea that you fall in love with. Where's this quote come from? You have to be... I'm gonna find selfish. Oh, it literally... Oh, it says it twice. Okay, as a father and husband, he has often been absent, he concedes. You gotta be selfish, and it's a terrible thing. I never really wanted to get married, never really wanted to have children. One thing leads to another, and there it is. That sounds like regret until he elaborates. I did what I had to do. There could have been more work done. There are always so many interruptions. So he's saying that sometimes you gotta put your work before other people.
Oh, and so does the work come out with, like, creativity and writing? And so it's just the intention behind what you write that actually matters? And then people will kind of be attracted to it?
Yeah, it seems like he... having a wife and a kid... although I think he has like 4 kids though, and he's been married like 4 times. But so I don't know what he's talking about. You know, he never wanted to get married. Why'd he do it like 4 times? And I don't know.
Right, that's what Carl Jung did. Carl Jung just kept, he didn't marry a bunch of times, what was it? He didn't get married a bunch of times. But he, cheated on his wife a lot, and he had to really struggle with becoming a cult leader.
He was a cult leader?
No, he had to struggle with it. So basically what you have to do is try to be good. Like, really try. And if you try to be good and you can really get yourself together and really like grow up, then it's like everyone can grow up with you. Yeah. I think that makes sense.
If they want to grow up.
Right. Okay. Do I want to grow up? Well, all this stuff seems really cool to me. But it's also a big responsibility. But we can help each other out. Because we're not alone.
Yes.
Okay. And so...
Oh, yeah, you can get help from people. But if you spend all your time just relying on other people, then you're not going to learn anything.
Right. And so that's why we have to learn about stuff.
Yes.
And so we take on all of this pain for ourselves. And then we let go of it.
Or sometimes you don't let go of it.
Right, because it has like a model. And so because like our brains were kind of like backwards, now it's like we just put the pieces in the right places and put our intention where we actually want them to go. But I noticed that when I went to this place that some people there tried to... No. Some people... I felt like I was controlling other people's minds, and I don't like that. Yeah, it's bad. So I gotta listen to...
What do you mean, this place?
Am I in my mind right now? Is that what it is? Or no?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
We're on a podcast.
Awesome. Yay! That's what I needed to hear.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You said that you were controlling people's minds.
But no, other people's minds control me.
Yeah. That's something that can happen.
Yeah, that's because we're like in shadow.
It's because, what's it called? As humans, we are very, we're like evolved to be in groups, and the best way to be in groups, it's like called like groupthink. If you're around a whole bunch of people, then you're generally more likely to just believe what the group thinks than if you're by yourself.
Do you want me to read you what my professor said, or I guess I have to remember it? Yeah.
No, you could read it.
Oh, okay, cool. Where is it? Trying to find it. Fossa. Okay. Here's what I wrote. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Significant scientific evidence shows that increased screen time, example more than 2 hours per day using cell phones, tablets, laptops, computers, television, etc., has negative effects on learning, memory, academic performance, and overall mental health. For example, excessive...
I talked about this on the podcast.
It's like I couldn't see it before.
Yeah, it has effects that last up to like a month after you look at a screen. You're like your brain is impaired for like a whole month.
What? And so how do you get out of that? You just try and grow up, or it's like you just try and learn?
No, you just stop looking at screens, but that's kind of hard in this day and age.
Right. Yeah. Damn. For example, excessive exposure to visual and auditory stimuli, such as increased screen time, result in an increased risk of attentional problems, impaired learning, memory, and increased risky behavior. In addition, the content of screen use mediates the relationship between increased screen time and poor mental health. Specifically, greater social media use increases risk of online harassment, poor sleep, low self-esteem, anxiety, and depressive symptoms. The Stroop task is a validated measure of various cognitive processes, including attentional capacity, working memory, processing speed, inhibitory control, and accuracy. We hypothesize that scrolling through social media on an iPhone for several minutes will significantly impair processing speed, inhibitory control, and accuracy on the Stroop task. Okay, so this is all, like, my problems. Does that make sense?
Those are your problems?
Yeah.
That's the majority of people's problems. The majority of people use screens, like, every day. Well, actually, no, that's not true. The majority of people in Canada and North America use screens every day. But in other places in the world, I think of the whole world, I think the majority of people still don't even own a screen. But in North America, a lot of people are looking at screens all the time.
Ugh. Oof. I feel like I have to go on, like, a little retreat / like adventure, quote unquote.
A retreat?
Yeah, you know, like how some people go and, like, they learn Ayurveda and they, like, you know, do all this cool stuff. And then it's like they learn. And then they can actually, like, do it. So I guess I have to learn so get a tool that you can use, and then you can get a tool that helps other people. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, it's been 32 minutes and 30 seconds. I think it's time to wrap it up.
All right. Thanks for watching.
You're welcome. See everybody next week.